Hello travelers, Boardman21 here, and today we're going to discuss the new multiplayer progress update that has come out for January of 2022. This came out yesterday. Again, the link for this will be in the description below, but again, in this one, instead of talking about the technical aspects of multiplayer, we're going to get into the player party matching and into some of the player groups, the UIs for it, the options you have, and talk a bit about that. Now, as they say, this month we'll be taking a break from covering the technical aspects, but instead we'll discuss interface and user experience elements involved in partying up and playing multiplayer with your friends in Last Epoch. Rest assured, the development team is continuing to make good progress on core multiplayer development. We're growing the multiplayer team and have been hard at work at implementing our final core systems such as item crafting and the monolith. There will be more on that in the next progress update, likely in February at some time. So for partying up, the social panel is the heart of multiplayer experience in Last Epoch, and it will be how you'll add new friends, send party invites, and manage your current party. And as you can see here, they have a UI for us. We'll take a look in just a second. We're in the progress of replacing our placeholder social UI in the current multiplayer builds with a redesigned panel that is easier to use, more consistent with the rest of the UI, and have better gamepad support. And as you can see here, you can actually go through your friends list. You can see statuses of them. You have friends versus party. You can do friend requests here, and you can actually see names. You also notice they have a cosmetic picture or a portrait that comes with them. What's cool about this is later we should be able to actually customize this a bit. You can instantly add them to a party here if they're not already in a party, or if you're already friends. I'm assuming these other ones are either not friends or they're already in the party, and that's why there's not an invite that you can actually click for them. You can see your offline, send friend requests, block players, but you can see this is a much more friendly UI than the current one that we have. You can also add and block players from this. The Friends tab is our new social panel. The Friends tab within the social panel has the majority of features you'd expect, including listing and grouping your friends via the status, displaying friend requests, incoming and outgoing, blocked player management, visibility settings, whether they're online, offline, or busy, a custom status message, and displaying each player's portrait and frame. Currently, we're defaulting it to showing a user's best class for the portrait. However, longer term, we're aiming to add more options in addition to that, including mastery specific portraits and other portraits unlocked by challenges. So there will be a little bit to get customized portraits there, and by challenges I assume that could be anything from completing a tier 4 Jura to probably other challenges that will allow you to have specific portraits that show an accomplishment that you've done in Last Epoch. The Party tab shows an overview of your current party, showing each party member's status, and allows the party leader to remove players from the group. Currently, any player in the party can invite others to join the group, but only the leader can kick people out. The Party tab will also show all of the pending party invites in case you are popular and received multiple invites at once. I don't think we'll have to worry about that in our gameplay, but we'll see. And then as you can see, once you're in a party, you have the ability to leave the party. As the party leader, they have the option to kick every player. And then you can see here that there's a 4-party group. This looks like it's still the max amount of people you can have, as it looks like the invite player has been grayed out, meaning they can't add another one to this current group. You can see their custom statuses, as 𝐁𝐿 is now playing in HD, MP win, never heard that before, and Sam saying hi. So adding players to your party, players can be added to your friends list by entering their username via the social panel, right-clicking on the user's name in the chat UI, or right-clicking a player in a world or town hub. So multiple ways to be able to actually add people to either your friends list or probably to partying as well. We're still currently working on specifics around how many players you'll see in town hubs during the campaign and at endgame. We'll release more specifics on that at a later date. When you're partied up with your friends, you'll see the player card on the top left of your HUD. This shows their class, frame, level, and a button to open a portrait directly to them. I'm curious if that portrait at some point will actually show the gear that they're wearing, if they're going to go full D3 style. I guess we'll have to wait and find out. The context card for multiplayer cards provides other options for interacting with that player, including muting and whispering. And then here you can see when you click on a portrait, here's your options. You can mute them, you can add them to friends, send message, or portal to the actual player, which is pretty cool. So some of us have already been looking at it, and we're hoping when it comes time to speed running echoes, you can have multiple shield rush builds in there that all take off, and when someone finds it, everyone portals to that player to take on the boss. we'll see exactly how that works when it comes to being in a map or being in a town. Then we have chat improvements, which is something that's been talked about for a really long time. Our current chat system is enjoyed by many of our players and is a great way to ask and answer questions from other players to get advice on your build. That being said, we're aware of the issues and missing functionality within the system and are doing a full revamp of chat functionality for multiplayer, in addition to building out and improving our moderation tools to provide an enjoyable and welcoming environment to our players. And as you can see in this picture, you no longer have to switch with a little drop down menu. You now actually have tabs, and it's said that you can customize these tabs to enjoy your experience of chat however it is that you like. But this is a very quick way to go from party to whispers to main and see it. The other really cool thing that's going to happen, you will be able to link your items into chat for people to click on and see. That'll be something that's really cool, something I've really missed to be able to do in games. And here you can see they've done that. Storm it, what should I aim for with this 2 LP on an Aurus? The item is linked, you can click on it, and then people can see it. You can also link other things, such as the game guide has info on plus skill level fixes, and this will take them right to it. So a lot of cool things that you'll be able to link directly into chat to get people to go where they need to go to answer it for themselves. So when it comes to customizing the tabs, what is it that you can do? Our updated chat UI has a custom tab system allowing you to create and rename chat tabs, controlling which specific channels you are interested in displaying messages from within that tab, and our current chat system is limited on the front that only has one global channel. However, as we scale the system up for multiplayer launch, we are adding more specific channels for players to chat in. So you will actually be able to really narrow down to just who you want to chat with and seeing a global chat and anything in between, which is pretty cool. And for an example, you may configure your main tab to be connected to channels that relate specifically to your current class, or you may be able to just connect to global chat for casual conversation. Those are some really cool options, being able to tie it down to your class so that you only hear other people that are basically playing your build or something similar to get more info on it. You'll also be able to configure individual tabs to show, disable local chat, party chat, and to disable NPC subtitles. If you're in a party, a tab will automatically appear to display chat within your party. Also pretty cool. And then as we talked about up above, chat and item linking, you will be able to link items and things into chat for people to specifically click on and take them to either a picture of the item or specific links to take you into the game guide, which is pretty cool. So what aspects of multiplayer UX are we focusing on now? We're currently working on ensuring our systems and flow for informing the user of their connection status is working well. This includes how disconnections are handled and how we're communicating various error states, announcements, player ping, and so on. That's all for this month's multiplayer update. Let us know what social features you'd be excited for when multiplayer dropped, and as mentioned above, next month we'll be back with Dan focusing on covering how core multiplayer development is progressing. Stay tuned. And that's going to be it for this update. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that you'll be able to item link things, that you'll be able to completely customize your chat experience, and that you're going to like the party UI and how you can find and make parties. I'm still curious on party matching, if there's actually going to be a system to specifically just randomize add people to a party. It didn't really cover that, but it does look like you'll have a lot of control over your own party making to play with your friends. As always, stay safe and have a good day.